Or
Welcome to Little Jetmore, Kansas, in the middle of nowhere.
it's getting cold in here.
Studio B.
Oddfellows. Meetings every Wednesday. It's a pretty building.
Linda's.
Here is the courthouse to Hodgman County.
There's the Lock Restaurant.
Yeah, it's a lock. There's a bull coming out of the bricks. There's Hodgman County Pharmacy.
Black Dragon Networks.
There's their cute little street signs have horns on them. They're into the bulls here.
The Longhorns.
Oh, Longhorns, okay.
Oh, look, Hodgman.
Here's another Longhorn sign.
That's pretty.
Oh, yeah, they're pretty.
And I think we're now at the edge of town.
But yeah, see
So
their road signs there? Have the little Longhorns even on the road signs.
So I'm going to go turn us around.
Turn around, bright eyes. Is that how it goes?
Every now and then I fall apart. And now let's head back through Jetmore. Don't blink, folks, or you'll miss it. And we're heading to Ness City, which I assume is named.
Not the same as Nestle.
Which I assume is named for Elliot Ness. Who knows? I've never heard of another famous Ness except for Nessie, the Loch Ness monster. Oh, that's quite the mural.
Neat mural coming up here.
That's massive.
Welcome to Jetmore.
Bienvenido a Jetmore.
That's what I was waiting for.
That is quite the big mural.
Yeah. It's bigger than the whole town. Pretty little town. This always kind of makes me sad not to see them thriving. Should have all those old buildings filled up.
Yeah, there's so many little towns in the Midwest that are just dead.
And I'm Judy.
And there's Judy's world famous cafe, apparently. That's what their sign says. I don't know that people are coming from all over the world out to literally like probably hundreds of miles from the nearest commercial airport just to come to Judy's cafe, but hey, what do I know?
Maybe.
Oh, that car had a bunch of snow on it, so maybe we're heading
That was a Red Cross. They have a bunch of blood in that van.
up. Maybe we're coming up to some snow. It's been slightly snowing all afternoon.
The next car that's following that van is a vampire.
So we're heading to Ness City, and I guess if you keep going straight, you come to Wakini, not to be confused with a bikini. That's such a funny name, Wakini. I wonder what the story of that is.
It's probably somebody's name. Like, people are really proud of their weird names out here.
Yes, they are.
It's called Yes This Is.
Yes, this is.
There's more of the lovely countryside of Kansas. Usually it's lovely because it's sunny, but today is not so.
What is in front of your camera lens? Oh, is that the frame of the car?
Yeah. Oh, look, Judy's Cafe. Come back soon. I guess we should have stopped at the cafe.
You could if you want.
I don't want it.
Not
I don't want no world famous fare. I'm into the unknown. I'm gonna do that to you every time.
Let's see what we find in Ness City.
Ness City and me.
Ness City. There's a funky tree.
Do you remember learning to walk? Do you remember when you first walked?
No. Oh, you have the thing in front of the. Wait lens, don't you?
Oh, I do.
Did you not notice that it was always there?
I didn't notice it.
She's not real good with the camera sometimes.
Ow! He's so terrible.
And she was complaining because we saw a picture that a realtor took of a house with their thumb in the picture in one of the pictures.
Yeah, how could I dare compare like mine doing a live to a professional taking pictures? Yep, they're digging for oils. Oils of a whale, right there.
There's oil in them dar hills.
Actually, fossil fuels are not from fossils.
Yep, it's all a fossil. The term fossil fuel was made up to make it seem like they were rare. When they first started selling oil, they found out like there's so much of it. There's literally like an unlimited supply, but they wanted to be able to charge a good amount for it. So they came up with the term fossil fuels to make it seem like, oh, it's just from the fossils, from the dying dinosaurs. So, we're going to run out of it soon. So we got to, it's a pricey commodity. That's how it got started in the beginning. Like nobody ever thought it was really from dinosaurs.
What is it really from?
I don't know. It's just something that's in the earth that God made, apparently.
Is it not from things like the biodome, or not the biodome, but the just dead plants and stuff? Is it not?
I don't think so. I don't think it comes from a living thing.
Oh.
That's what I gathered from that talk I listened to. I could be wrong.
Where does it come from? And how can we get more Dale Mas gasolina? That way is the Hanston Mennonite Church, in case you want to go to a Mennonite church. It's down that way. There's a lot of truckers out this way. Maybe they want to avoid the 83. I don't know. We're on the 283 now.
Heading north. Heading north to Ness City.
Heading out north where I belong. Everything I can think of to rhyme with that, though, is inappropriate. I bet you could guess what I wanted to rhyme with belong.
Those was no.
Hey, Dwayne. What's up? What's up in Kentucky? Was it actually sunny there today?
Welcome to the middle of nowhere.
It was very dreary and overcast here. We're headed to Ness City. We just got out of the Dodge.
We just got the heck out of Dodge.
We went to Garden City and we met a nice man. He was running a little antique shop.
Oh, yeah.
He was fun to talk to. We talked to him about South Dakota.
And he said, don't go there. Essentially, he said that his father always said, we have 9 months of winter, and then what was that?
3 months of bad sledding.
Of bad sledding?
Yep, this is summertime. Dwayne said it was partly sunny and very warm for February. Lucky.
We had a warm week last week, and then it got...
Okay.
Yeah, we were supposed to have a big blizzard predicted, but it did not materialize. We saw a few flakes of snowfall, but as you can see, no blizzard. They were even putting out like weather advisories and National Weather Service warning and all this. And who knows, maybe it'll still come, but they were saying it was supposed to start at like 2 or 3 in the afternoon. And here it is 5 o'clock and we ain't seen nothing.
Jay says that in Montana, they used to say they had 9 months of skiing and 3 months of bad skiing. Or 9 months of winter and 3 months of bad skiing.
Okay. That's essentially the same thing. Nice.
What are those oil rig type things called? Derek. Brian Derek's right there.
That was not his name.
Derek?
Yeah.
Those are Brian Derek's out there.
That's funny. You still remember this kid from like 30 years ago.
Brian Derelict. That's more like it, right? Well, I went to school with him when we went to UVC and DCCS.
Yeah, you're just following him around.
Yeah. We went to school together the same, like all the years except for when I split town.
Was he in your grade?
Yeah.
Hi.
Hey. If Ryan Hall is correct, starting tonight and into Friday, we could have severe weather and flooding.
Oh, no.
Really? Really? I hope not. I hope he's wrong, like all the other ones.
Well, if you have in Kentucky, that's fine, as long as we don't get it. Just kidding.
I guess it's just to remind us of the good times when we get the bad weather. Appreciate the good weather a little bit.
Appreciate.
I don't know about you, Dwayne, but I'm hungry. I was trying out we got a whole bunch of fudge in Dodge City, and peanut butter cup, and a regular chocolate one. Because it was buy 4, get the 5th one free. And we tried them all, and they were all like super good.
Super good.
Yeah. So what are we going to have for dinner?
I don't know. I don't even know what they have in Ness City.
Do they have choices?
Choices? What's that?
You know, the ability to make different decisions.
Oh, I thought you meant they had a restaurant called Choices. They had a restaurant in Dodge City called I Don't Know. So if you ask your wife, what do you want for dinner? And she says, I don't know. Then you could take her right there. Say, okay, sounds good.
Funny. I think people do that on purpose. I think that's how No Doubt named their band, so that when people would say these phrases, these common phrases, then they'd think of the band.
The boys in the band. We love the boys in the band.
No, Guido, no.
No?
No. We don't love the boys in the band. I found his channel by accident and watched it live when tornadoes were in Texas and Louisiana. It was nice to see if any of the wife's family in Louisiana
It's called Louisiana.
were in the fray. It says Pat G, but I don't know if that's a word. In the path. In the path. Okay. That's right. You have to guess at what the autocorrect is trying to say, or the whatever it's trying to do.
So I gotta tell you that you just reminded me. I gotta tell them about my new phone I got. I have a Nokia phone now, and I'll do the talk to text, and I will say a sentence into it, and it will misspell a certain word. Like if I say, we're going to your house, it'll use the wrong your, but then it will underline it to let me know I need to fix it. Even though I didn't do it wrong. It transcribed it wrong. It does this all the time. It'll get words wrong and then underline them. So then I have to dictate it, and then I have to look at the screen and touch them and correct them. It makes no sense at all.
What I have a problem with is when you touch the word because they underline it, and you touch it and you want it to be the word that you wrote, and it keeps changing it.
Yeah. It's
anyway.
like, no, you're wrong. You're wrong. Here's my...
Right.
Because I think that maybe when you're... It's like a Google program that's transcribing it, and then the phone is a Nokia, so Nokia has some sort of autocorrect system. So it's actually using two different systems, one to transcribe and then one to proofread.
So don't know why we keep on getting disconnected when we live in the flattest land. Don't make no sense.
Yeah, the signal out here forever because you don't have any mountains blocking it. I guess these little bitty hills block it a little bit or something.
Joyce says autocorrect or fat fingers. When I using text to speech and when I would try to correct something, it would erase everything. So annoying. Amen. So annoying. I think they do this on purpose to us. They're trying to get us frustrated so that we can be distracted. It's all a conspiracy. Nice little grain elevator out in the Lone Prairie. It's good. Then the farmers don't have to travel too far. I'm hungry. Feed me.
We'll be there soon.
I'm hungry. My steak was too small.
Are you hangry?
Hangry. Yeah, I got an 8-ounce steak, and seriously, it looked like a 4-ounce steak. It was ridiculously small. It was 19 bucks. I don't want to pay no 19 bucks for a 4-ounce steak. And another thing, why is steak 19 bucks out here in Dodge City?
Yeah,
like it's surrounded by cattle.
Well, technically it was 19 bucks for your meal, and it included a drink and the side and service.
Yeah.
So the steak itself, probably like 15 bucks. And then, you got to pay for your potato and your drink.
I would pay $5 for a steak that size.
Yeah. Crazy.
Well, apparently not. Apparently I'd pay $19. Said tourist pricing. Yeah, probably. It was a pretty building.
Yeah, it had a good vibe going on there.
Yeah.
There was a lot of locals eating there because there were a lot of like working men like coming from the job. They had like their work gear on and stuff. So
Yeah.
maybe they give the locals an insider deal that we don't know about. they size us up and go, yeah, those are tourists. Give them the tourist. Maybe.
Probably. They're like used car salesmen. That's why you don't buy your car at a place that doesn't have the prices listed on everything.
Nope. Don't do it.
Don't do it, man. Don't do it.
I watched a YouTube video recently about a guy that bought a car recently, and he was saying, that the salesmen really aren't that bad. They're trying to, sell for a reasonable price. Right now, they're struggling because they can't get any inventory, and he was talking about or maybe this was another guy, but they were talking about how these car dealers go to auctions to buy used cars, and he was like, they don't mark them up that much because the auctions are selling them pretty high nowadays, and but what he's saying is, so the car salesman isn't that bad. They'll make you a reasonable deal. It's when you get to the finance guy, then they'll like try to rake you over the coals with all the, you got to have this, you got to have that, you got to have this other thing, and he says that's where you got to look out. Like it's after you've made the deal with the salesman that then things will go south.
Yeah, you remember that one time when there was an advertised price on Craigslist for an auto, and then we went to the used cars lot, and then it wasn't priced there, and so we asked the salesman how much it was. I think he quoted us like $2,000 over what was listed on Craigslist.
Oh. Yeah, and then isn't that the one where we were like, well, we thought it was this price. Oh yeah, I can do that price.
Joy says, I was just thinking the same thing, local pricing versus tourist pricing. Yep. I was looking forward to, have you ever heard of rolled ice cream where they'll put out a thin layer of ice cream on a cold metal sheet, and then they'll kind of roll it up into all these cute little rolls, and then they put all the fun little toppings on it. I was looking forward to that, but for some reason, there's all these businesses that were closed suddenly at the same time, even though in their business hours it didn't list it. So we were suspicious that this was actually Spain, and they were having like a siesta in the middle of the day. Didn't know what was going on. But we found evidence that It had been open earlier in the day. There was a boba tea out there.
Yeah. Either that or they just never pick up their trash and it was from a week ago.
Yeah. Who knows? There's a lot of oil drilling out here.
Yeah, I guess Kansas has a fair amount of oil.
Hmm.
Well, you wonder, what do they do with all this oil? Because, it's like, we're always talking about how the U.S. doesn't have enough oil because Biden won't let them drill, but then you see all these things going. It's like, well, what are they doing with all this?
Maybe they have some sort of agreement, like it's the local farmers that are doing this and they're selling it to people locally or something. I don't know. I wonder if Cold Stone Creamery does that too. I never been to one. I know that they mix up the flavors kind of like that. Like they'll spread them all out and mix up the flavors and kind of roll it up that way. But I've never seen them do the rolled ice cream method. But they probably do that now since it's a fad right now.
I'm sure they could do it.
Yeah.
Man, I haven't seen a Cold Stone in a long time. They used to be everywhere, and then I think they shut down a lot of them.
We used to have one in Roseburg for a minute.
Yeah.
It's kind of pricey, I guess.
Yeah, you partly are paying for the experience of watching your ice cream be made up.
Yeah.
It's the show, paying
Yeah.
for the show.
There was, so the Cold Stone Creamery opened up, and then there was a New York Pizza that opened up just across the way from it, and it was so good. But it quickly went out of business as well.
That was in Roseburg?
Yeah, I love New York style pizza. It's so good.
New York City.
What do you think? What do you like? You like Detroit, Chicago, New York? Which one is the best pizza?
Oh man, I don't know. I like it all.
Yeah.
I don't think I could say like one pizza is better than the rest.
Well, just imagine
Sometimes-
you're at a buffet and you got the three choices. Which one are you going to take?
I'm getting one of each.
Well, which one are you going to take first?
You know what? I think I probably like the Chicago deep dish.
Yeah. You like that crunchy crust, don't
Because
you?
I like the Pizza Hut deep dish. Like it's pretty good.
Yeah.
But it's so greasy though. It's really hard on you. So
But the Chicago style is so over the top. It's like way over the top, more than the deep dish for Pizza Hut.
is it?
Yeah, it's like piled with
I don't know.
topping. It's
Have I
really thick.
Have I even had Chicago?
It's really, really thick. Maybe you
I
would
would-
like it,
I
but
would-
you can only eat like one piece or you'll die.
Yeah, I can't say for sure that I've had it. I would think I have because I've tried like all different types of pizza.
He says he misses going to Steak and Shake. They all closed and never reopened after the pandemic. Oh, yeah. And that's such a fun name, Steak and Shake. Have you ever been to one of those?
I don't know. I know I've seen them around.
I don't think I've ever
I
been
don't-
to one of those.
I don't know if I've ever stopped and eaten at one.
I think I would have remembered because I love names like that. So what is your favorite restaurant?
Like I can name one restaurant. I don't know. There's so many good restaurants.
He said Domino's had enough grease to change the oil in your car. That was my favorite.
yeah.
Domino's is my favorite.
We like Domino's because they're dirt cheap. You get
Yeah.
2 pizzas for like, what was it, like $11?
So, sir, we were dirt cheap too.
I think it was like $10.99 for 2 pizzas.
Yeah, it was great. And they also had good wings, and they
Oh,
had
yeah, the
salads and
wings are great.
pastas. It's good restaurant. So, what's your favorite? What's your favorite Mexican restaurant?
Casa Bonita.
What's your
Just kidding, I've
favorite
never been there.
Chinese restaurant?
Oh man, probably that Chen's out in Roseburg. Yeah, that's pretty good Chinese.
He said they would do milkshakes with 2 flavors split. Let me see. Split vertically in the glass. Oh,
Cool.
yeah.
Hey, I gotta tell Dwayne about a shake. So if you're ever in Smith Center, Kansas, which you probably never will be. They have a little diner. It's amazing. It's amazing. The food is so good, and the prices are so cheap. What was it called?
It was like Boston Pie shake
No,
or
the restaurant.
oh, Jiffy Burger.
Jiffy Burger. So if you're ever in Smith Center, Kansas, go to Jiffy Burger. Yeah, and they had a shake. I think they just called it a Boston shake. And what it is they take the cup and they make a sundae in the cup. Like they put ice cream, and then like you can have a hot fudge sundae with nuts or whatever kind of sundae. So they build you a sundae in the cup, and then you choose a flavor of milkshake, and they dump the milkshake in and fill up the rest of the cup. So they drown your sundae in a milkshake. And it's
Genius.
so awesome.
South Fork meats, y'all. Panda Express. That's his favorite Chinese.
Oh, I do love me some Panda Express. Panda Express is pretty darn good.
Yeah, you're not, he had a lot of laughy faces, but you're not far off there.
Yeah, no, I like Panda Express. Here's what I like about Panda Express.
Here we are. We're in Ness City now. Are you excited?
Yeah, welcome to Ness City. Well, what I like about Panda Express is their quality is very consistent. Like wherever you go around the country, it's always like pretty good quality. Whereas like if you go to a mom and pop Chinese, you might get really good Chinese food. You might get really crap, especially in the Midwest.
Yeah.
We have found,
bad.
I have never found so much bad Chinese food and Japanese food as here in the Midwest. There's so many of them that are just
And he
awful.
can technically say that because he's never gone to a bad Japanese food restaurant until yesterday.
Yeah. We for Valentine's Day we went to this Japanese steakhouse, and it was just gross. The food was awful. And yeah, I've been to so many Japanese restaurants. I've never had a bad experience. Some are really good. Some are like okay, but they're always at least decent. This place was just gross.
The oil that they did the tempura in must have been like 1 month old or something. It was all super greasy and dark, and what else was wrong with it?
Oh, then I ordered tempura shrimp, and it was not tempura. It had like a panko batter. I'm like, this is not tempura. It's like a totally different thing. But I did get my veggies were tempura. But then I was glad for the panko because their tempura batter was just disgusting. Like she said, it was old oil and it was just nasty.
Okay, you have fun. You guys have a good dinner. It's time for us to eat too.
They're gonna miss Ness City. Look how cute this place is.
Okay, well you can watch it later, Dwayne. A beautiful Ness City. Thanks for joining us.
You gonna cut her off? Wait till we go through the city.
Okay.
Oh look, cute cactus restaurant.
We gotta figure out where we gonna eat. We should probably eat at the cactus restaurant. Although you should never let me pick out the restaurant. I always pick out the wrong restaurants. Yeah. Pizza Plus.
Plus what?
It's a thrift shop.
It's long closed. Looks like.
There's a gas station. There's a beautiful bank.
Here, I'll turn so you can go by.
See how gorgeous that bank is? That's amazing. That is a premier limestone building right there. Marino's Mysteries is here, and he likes the food too.
Hey, welcome.
Well, then you're not bad if you like the food. We like the food.
We're just doing a little, right now, we just arrived in Ness City. We're just driving through the little old town to give you a little tour.
There's the courthouse. It has windmill reliefs up at the top of it, little medallions to decorate it.
There's nothing else that way, right? No.
There's the water tower. Nope. Well, maybe our only option is that restaurant.
The cactus restaurant?
Yeah, either that or pizza, but you probably don't.
Get the mural.
Oh, you probably don't want to eat pizza so late.
I'll go another block up here.
Okay.
But look at that lovely mural. Ness City, Kansas.
There's another mural on the building. They're into murals out here. Big time.
I love the murals.
Yeah. Somebody waved to you and you didn't even wave back. There's
I wasn't paying
Cup
attention.
of Joe. I think that's closed. There's a tavern. Oh, it looks like we got some more business choices up ahead. That's good.
Let's see what we got.
There's El Dos de Oros. Do you feel like Mexican food? They're probably not a good idea for late at night.
No, not so much. Oh, that's a cool buffalo.
Yeah.
Check that out.
There once was a man on a buffalo. There once was a whole television series about a man that would ride around on a buffalo.
So awesome.
Yeah, he actually would ride around on a buffalo. There's a Derek Inn restaurant, and then there's Frigid Cream.
Frigid cream. It doesn't have the.
It doesn't have quite the ring to it, does it?
Let's look at it.
Okay. Oh no.
Oh, who's here?
The worst.
Who is it?
It's Dennis.
Dennis?
Yeah,
The Dennis?
the menace.
No!
And he says, "Why didn't you ride on the buffalo?" That's because there was already a man on the buffalo.
So what do you think, Dennis? Should we eat at the Frigid Cream?
That has bad connotations. I don't want to eat there. We could eat at the East Side Liquor.
Or we could go to the next town.
Well, I would like to try the cactus.
The
Dun
cactus.
dun dun.
Yeah, I guess we're going to the Cactus.
So that means that it's a bad restaurant if I picked it out.
Yeah. Goodbye to the Frigid Cream. Doesn't this look like an exciting town, Dennis?
It's pure excitement right here.
We just, we're on our way home from Dodge City. We got the heck out of Dodge. Although,
Says
first we spent the night.
Where is everyone? They're all at the cactus. That's why we're going to the cactus.
There are no people out here anymore, apparently. We're literally in the middle of nowhere in some town called Ness City.
There's the buffalo. You can ride that.
We've never been here before. We're just on our way home from Dodge, and we thought we'd go a different route and see some different towns. And it looks like they have one good restaurant in this town, so we're gonna try it. Cactus Restaurant.
I wonder if they do serve that.
If they serve cactus?
Yeah.
They have hot
hot
beef.
beef sandwich and mashed potatoes.
And it's snowing a little bit.
Hey, Rebecca. She says, "Have you opened your package yet?" Well,
We haven't. Sorry, we've been crazy busy. We went away for Valentine's Day to spend the night in Dodge City, and we're still not home. So we will get to it, I promise.
Dennis says you could do a commercial for my upcoming new YouTube channel called Heavyweights. We weigh in on the important stuff. Is that a fat joke?
That sounds like fun.
Okay, we could do that. Whatever.
Everybody watch Dennis's new channel.
Says me and Chafin.
Oh, nice.
Awesome. If you see that we're doing a live, you should mention that once you get the channel up and going, and then we could put a link to it and get some exposure for you. Even though you don't need any more exposure, that's for sure.
Dennis has had a little too much exposure.
Yep. Okay, well, we're going to go fill our bellies.
Sorry that everyone's jumping on now and we got to say goodbye.
He
But
says, I can't take this.
see y'all later.
Bye.
Maybe we'll do another live after dinner. Who knows? See how we feel.
Have a good evening. He said, too bad.
God bless.